Partners for Peace, PeaceMap, is a platform that brings together data from a wide variety of sources for conflict assessment and an understanding of the patterns of conflict and peace in the Niger Delta and Nigeria as a whole. You can see the source filters here and you can select from among them. Then you come down here and you can see the indicators that we look at: human rights, demographic pressures, insecurity, economic pressures, group grievance, governance, legitimacy, public services, and refugees. And I'm just going to select group grievance here. If you want to select from among the 55 sub-indicators, you have to unselect this and then come down here to drill down and pick the ones that you're interested in. I'm going to pick intracommunal and intercommunal. I'm going to look at communal tensions. I'm going to pick ethnic and religious as well. Okay, you hit OK. And then you want to select your states. I'm going to select some of these Niger Delta states. But if you want to select at the local government area, then you hit, again, you unselect, and then you hit drill down. And you can pick from among all the many hundreds of local government areas. And data goes from 2009 up to the present. We're adding hundreds every month from among these various sources here. And so there's about 13,000 incidences so far, which makes it sometimes a little slow depending on your browser. If it is, then just narrow your parameters. Just refresh, narrow your parameters, and then click apply filter, and you'll be able to. It should work just fine. So here are the communal violence issues in the states that I selected. Come in here, look a little closer. You can see where they are. You can see what they are. Here was an incident in Cross River, Akwa Ibom, where 2 died in a community intercommunal tussle. Now, if I want to see only among these incidences which ones were reported to have affected women and girls, I would select here and apply filter. And this was a filter that was especially designed for NSRP's Violence Against Women and Girls Observatory, but we think it's useful for anyone who's interested in these issues. Here is the incident here in Akwa Ibom, where a pregnant mother and another woman were killed in a communal clash. If you want to look at analysis tools, well, here's heat map, and you can see where if you have a lot of incidences, it gives you a sense of where the main issues are. You can click on here, and because I only was down selecting to the sub-indicator level, you can see what they are. Just a few incidences that met all those criteria. Communal tensions in 2013. If you want to look at the states where they're located, you can see here the states. You can see that Bayelsa, Cross River, Akwa Ibom, and Delta all had incidences that met that criteria. And then you can see where the LGAs are at Southern Ijol in Delta State, and those other 2 or 3 local government areas. Here you can see the monthly chart. Sometimes there's a really tight correlation between the various sources, particularly if there's a lot of incidences reported. Sometimes you can get a really strong correlation, which can be interesting, and sometimes there's no correlation at all. And that can also be interesting. If you come in here to incidence table, you can see what are the types of issues that are being reported by what sources, and that can really help with your triangulation and your analysis. And finally, if you want to see, now we've identified where the hot spots are, but we can then also see who the self-identified agents of peace are in those areas, because it's not enough to know where the problems are if you don't know who you can partner with and network with to affect a solution to the problems. So here you can select agents of peace and then hit apply filter, and then you can see all the different initiatives. Here you can see what that one is. That's the Center for Peace and Development Action in Akwa Ibom. If you want to see a full list of that, you can come here and see those organizations. You can also down select by area of focus, and pick only those focused on children, gender, and youth, for instance, if that's your issue of primary concern. Well, I hope this has been useful. We use this for conflict bulletins that we then take to the communities and do qualitative assessments and help inform concrete, practical solutions. I hope that you can also find this useful for the promotion of sustainable peace in Nigeria.